Wide receivers, they've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point try now for Succop. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Titans getting set to go. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Mariota. And this is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delanie Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Mariota now. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Mariota. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on it, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot. On offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
One.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Succop. And a route is on here in this first half. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First down, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mariota to Sharp that time for a Titan first.
Keep it rolling.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, a 6-yard touchdown run. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point put through by Succop. And a route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Dion. Lewis touchdown run. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Ryan on second down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're coming. There we go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Hey, let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
My gun. 21. Hey, wait.
On second down, here's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A first down carry for Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Watch twist. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Third and short yardage. Mariota flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajae Sharpe from 8 yards out. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half is... been theirs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Hey, Tuesday.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Check. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
2nd down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Mariota to throw it. That's complete to Sharp. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Nashville right after this. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. You got 4. You got 4. One.
Now Mariota. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker from 8 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So out come the Falcons now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully punt.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to throw it back. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Darius Jennings, 59 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield. And turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And back onto the field now comes Devonta Freeman. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now Ryan on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Ryan now to throw on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he'll take it across midfield and down at 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Walker with it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
One. That's it.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Suckup will put this one right through. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give them the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
After the penalty, it's Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Buying time to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On second down, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Ryan on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run here with Freeman. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Ryan. Incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
2nd down, Mariota. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota hands to Henry. And now running right through it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having... From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent game, but
Still
all for
1st
naught
down
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again to Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Dancing to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
20. Hey, let's go. Motion.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Tuesday. Hey, got it.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it. Freeman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It's 4th and 2, and you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage. So you have to be definite about your decision about where to go.
Gun!
First throw off the bench for the veteran Schaub. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting. him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, let's go. Gun. Got trip, got 3. Check 26, check 26. 21. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 21. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 26 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Ryan. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Throwing here, Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a handoff to Henry, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
To throw on second down. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mariota here to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Were you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.